Alright lads, it's always finally time for us to react to the 3 new character gameplay. In this case, what a banner. We have a premium end of month, but it's definitely not a usual premium end of month banner. In this case, we got a new remake of Quincy Ichigo. After like 4 or 5 years now, this character is finally playable. We all saw it come in, didn't expect it this soon, but he looks already crazy, right? I'm excited more so to see his gameplay. I've been seeing people big it up. I'm excited to check him out and see what KLAB have planned for this character. And other than that, like, even though Quincy Ichigo is the headline main character of the banner, the 2 other characters alongside him are no slouches either. TENSA ZANGETSU looks to be an amazing premium character, mainly for farming content, but in general just really, really good. And then Isshin is a raid battle character, so he's probably not the most exciting of the 3, but I personally like him. I'm excited to bring Isshin into raid battles, and he also looks to be somewhat countering the SP meta that has been coming ever so OP in the last few months, even years so I'm ready to check out the gameplay. Actually, no, I'm not. Let's get some gamer subs, lads. Alright, Akao-chan, let's hear it. Let's see what bro's got cooking. Okay, we'll start with TENSA first. Alright, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. So, model is looking cool. Definitely getting an upgrade there. In this case, though, TENSA's going to be really, really good. Definitely a top-tier speed character. You know, he's basically, in a way, a mini 1000-year Blood War Ichigo. What makes Ichigo so good in content is why this TENSA ZANGETSU is going to be good in content. Really good strong attacks. Has the... Oh, I guess in this case, he's actually... He's better in a way. Not better than Ichigo, but in a way he does what he wants to do better. Because he is a farming character that increases the potion, super potion, and also droplet drop rate. Amazing character. So he's very similar to someone like, you know, the most recent released 1000 by Uryu, also Mana Yumachika. But the difference here is that he goes through Einskin and also does 100% more damage. Quickly pausing before we see the gameplay. Like, that's what they did to balance Ichigo and also Uryu. 1000 by Ichigo, amazing character, crazy DPS, broke IT in of itself, but he didn't increase the drop rate. Whereas Uryu got more super potions, but didn't get the crazy skills that Ichigo got. Uryu still goes through IT super easy, but this character does what both of them do. And he's a premium end of month character. Like, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So naturally looks cool. Not really in that character, we don't really care about that, but even kit-wise, this character is good. SA1 is a beam forward. I like it. It's very similar to Noel's SA1 in terms of going forward, but that comes out pretty quick. I'm down for it. SA2 is a, like, AoE in front of him. Pretty good. I'm liking the water aesthetic they have going on with him. And then the SA3 is a full screen attack. It looks beautiful. I'm loving that. Okay. I like how we get the inner world because that's what his special is going to be. And we get the red Getsuga. It looks cool. I'm down for it. All right. Probably the best looking TENSA we have in the game. Well, I'm not surprised though. Best TENSA in the game either too. All right. Let's see the soul bomb. Bro's got the hood. He took off the hood. Okay. Oh. I love characters like this soul bomb, man, because, you know, sometimes the soul bombs can look a tad bit empty, but usually in this case, it just makes sense because it's in the inner world, right? We can see the water, and then we can also see the buildings too. I like that, and the inner world for Ichigo is like almost perfect for a soul bomb like this, so I really think these soul bombs look good. I remember back when TENSA came out years ago, he had some of the better soul bombs in the game, same goes for White Ichigo, so I like that. I thought that was actually really good. TENSA, definitely a top tier character, looks great, plays great. I'm down for it. Now Isshin. Isshin looks weird. I'm not gonna lie. Because that's a new model. His face looks different there. But in this Isshin's case, he's gonna be a brave battle character, right? He's definitely setting up to be a really good character, and in a way, I like what they've done with him because it makes Sajin technically better because there's now another power character in the meta that's going to be really dominant. In his case, he's more so a counter to SP characters since he has invincibility, goes for invincibility, which is really good in his case. Also has Sniper Killer, isn't a captain, so he's kind of countering the meta, has a really high damage output with Flow +2, I believe a 50% bruiser, and if you do inflict Lacerate, not only does that stop the SP characters from using their strong attacks, he also does 60% more damage. And other than that too, you can see he has a really good range on his attacks, because he has 20% long reach. That's really good for both Brave Battle and no PV content. SA1 looks to come out pretty quick, which is good, because usually you're going to be using the attack strategy in brave battles, so you kind of want their strong attacks to come out quick so they can start attacking. And in his case, visually looks pretty good, to be fair. For an Isshin, I'm actually liking it. But then mainly, most importantly, strong attacks coming out super quick. That's going to be good to kind of interrupt the SP characters. That SA3 comes out quick, damn. That might even count, like, stop 6th anniversary Aizen. Okay, okay. Oh, he does the little flick. Okay. All right, Isshin. Okay, that's a little pause. Hey, okay. This is what I'm loving. I'm loving seeing this, man. This is why end of month premium characters are kind of hype occasionally, because you get some cool stuff like this, man. This is hype. Isshin is OP, boys. I'm liking that. Isshin coming through with all types of combos and hits us with the thing. And we can see here, obviously, not a real surprise, his aura is red. You know, remember the OG one that came out had blue aura? Then they changed to red when Fire Was in Your Blood where Isshin came out. And this one, of course, is keeping up with the red aura. But now we have Quincy Ichigo. I am so ready for this. Unfortunately, his artwork, while cool, it doesn't obviously have the background. But that was expected with the renewed Aaroniero. He kind of had the same thing too. But look at his model. You can definitely tell the model is different there. His hair looks a lot better, I would say. In this case, the hair is actually longer. I think the old Ichigo model didn't have the longer hair, but the artwork definitely had it. But Ichigo looks good. Ichigo looks good. All right, I'm down for it. But in this case, his character's cracked. Like, bro has Frenzy +2 with the spiritual pressure boost and 40% Berserker with weakening drain on every attack with the fact that bro has increased chance to inflict stasments. Bro, this character is insane. They did try to nerf him a bit, and we're going to see that in the gameplay. They gave him like I don't want to say bad SA1, but you know, it's definitely not the most optimal SA1, but it's also going to be good for just inflicting stats on him. So like they tried to make him a bit different with his strong attack kit by not giving him the traditional like beam, distant AoE tracking vortex, which I think is good. It's kind of balancing him, but he's going to be great. Definitely a redemption character. This is something that we've been waiting for a very, very long time. But he has big shoes to fill, I'm not going to lie. Because while the old Quincy Ichigo was kind of like terrible, like even release was bad, right? I remember making a video, it was bad. He had some good visuals, especially in the soul bomb. So I'm hoping this Ichigo can live up to that expectation and has some good visuals to back up the good gameplay, right? But yeah, definitely a highlight of the year already. Range naturally looks good. I'm liking it. Although I'm not gonna lie, it does feel weird that he has, you know, the Quincy bow on his hand. But like he's not even using it. He's just flicking his hand. He's flicking the bow. And apparently he's making range attacks. SA1 looks good. That comes out quite fast, I'm not going to lie. So that's going to be the pushback attack. It's a pretty decent SA. Oh, hello, hold on. That's a beautiful strong attack too. Let me not pause it. Hold on. Let me watch the gameplay throughout. That is a beautiful SA2. Very similar to what Yuha does in the manga, actually. But he's using his Blood Vein to do attacks. That looks cool. That looks cool. SA3 is an area around him. That looks cool too. I like the... Is that like his Soul Bomb? The original Soul Bomb as an SA3? I'm not too sure, but man's doing the Sero. Okay. All right. Oh. Whoa. Oh, yo. This Ichigo is crazy. Oh, yo. So I love, because that's what I love about like remakes of this character, right? Because it's always interesting to see a Brave Soul original have a different attack as a Soul Bomb. What can KLAB do next with this character? And it's always interesting to see what type of moves these characters can do. I'm not sure that's better than the original, because the original had a really cool like blur effect on the focus. Bro, the original Soul Bomb was amazing, right? Still one of the best Soul Bombs in the entire game. This one's up there though. That's cool. So like he charged up the bow, but look at that. Like we have a mixture of, that's clearly a reference to Mugetsu, right? And then you also have the Blood Vein like charging up, and it shoots out a massive Quincy thing. I don't know what that does, but that was sick. That's such a cool Soul Bomb. Wow. What a character, man. I am down. I am down for this. This is exactly what I wanted in a Quincy Ichigo remake. All three characters look amazing. Like, I'm a fan for all three. If I was to rank them, I mean, before even seeing the gameplay, I think I was going to rank Ichigo #1. So for visuals, Ichigo #1, #2, of course, Tensa, #3, Isshin. I don't think I even had to see the gameplay to think that, you know, Isshin really didn't do much, but even Isshin has some cool visuals. Let me know in the comments below where you would rank the characters and visuals. But let's quickly rewatch that Ichigo, man, because that was insane. Absolutely insane character for a premium character too, man. Gah. It's honestly, if this is a character now, what's anniversary gonna bring? I generally don't know, but yeah, that SA2 looks really cool. It's definitely the highlight strong attack for me. I really like what he has going for him with the Blood Vein. And again, doing a similar move to Yuha, where like he just summons spikes from the floor. And the attacks come out quick too. That has some really good range to it. That's going to be a really good strong attack too. Very linear gameplay with that SA1 and 2. But it's very similar to other characters we've played in the past. And it's not really that big of a deal. But that SA3 is good too. But I'm pretty sure that is a reference to the old one Soul Bomb. Because he does like the Bankai Manji symbol. And has like a white aura attack. So I think that's very similar to the OG's Soul Bomb, which is kind of cool. And we kind of saw a Fire Was in Your Blood War round 15 with Ichigo, with Aizen and also Yamamoto, where like their SA3s were like the original one Soul Bomb. But this Soul Bomb is cool, man. This one was cool. Definitely the best Soul Bomb of the year thus far. But, you know, we still have 10 more months to wrap it up. But what I do like is, again, just it's small touches like this. It's not much, but, like, I love the clouds in the background. Definitely makes the Solemn look a lot less empty, which is something that I mentioned with Tensa, for example. But this makes it like, bro, literally flew into the sky. And he absolutely disintegrating whatever he's going against. I guess my head counter-wise, he's doing this against 6th Anniversary Aizen. I was going to say Okiura, but Okiura I like to think would go against 2nd Annie Ichigo, which they kind of referenced in like the old trailer with 3rd Anniversary Okiura going against 2nd Annie Ichigo, so I'd like to think this one's going against 6th Anniversary Aizen. But yeah, with that said, man, what a banner. Honestly, for a premium, I wouldn't blame you for skipping it, but I wouldn't blame you for summoning. These characters look all great. Isshin, a great Brave Battle character to counter the current meta. Tensa just looks visually fun. It's been a while since we've had a good Tensa, a Tensa in general, and he's also just going to be really good for just clearing IT content. Any content you put him against, bro, is going to go crazy. And then QUINCY ICHIGO, a character we've been waiting years for, finally getting a remake, has some cool visuals, cool strong attacks, OP skills. Here's everything I think you want in a QUINCY ICHIGO remake. This banner is for us, I would say, and they're all premium, so if you don't pull for them now, you don't need to. You'll get them later on. You'll get them later on. Hopefully, for the anniversary, right, it'd be really cool, and it'll be probably the best banner of the decade if this Ichigo and also Okiura will be featured on the anniversary banner alongside 7th Anniversary Ichigo and Oryu, and then potentially the new 8th Anniversary characters. That'll be pretty much the banner of the decade if they do that. I don't think they would, but who knows, right? We have 5 months to see. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Take care and peace.